100 days in Minecraft. No, let's do better. 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore. Well, no, I think I can do better yet. How about 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore during the zombie apocalypse? Before we get started, special shout out to Luke theNotable for coming up with this cool 100 days concept, and Forge Labs for putting together this awesome mod pack. I'm going to be using mostly the same rules as Forge Labs did in his amazing video, but changing up just a bit. I'll be, well, role-playing, I suppose. I'll be playing the role of our unnamed hero, waking up lost in the woods during the apocalypse, but he doesn't know that quite yet. The world is random and generated using realistic terrain type. You can find the mod pack linked in the description below, as well as links to Luke theNotable and Forge Labs channels. Please go show those guys some love. There are a few other rules that I'll be adding as the series goes, but I think it will be best to allow you and our hero to discover them as the days go by. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the other videos on the channel for near daily Let's Play Minecraft content. And now, on with the video. I woke up in a tree this morning. It seems that I've taken a hard hit to the head and it's still bleeding a bit. I don't remember what happened or who I am. I can't find any people or signs of life. I seem to be all alone in the forest here. Probably need some tools to make sure I can survive. I have nothing except for this body cam I found turned on and the clothes on my back. In the case I don't make it out of here, I decided to leave this log so that if someone finds me, or at least my family, if I have a family, they'll know what happened to me. I found a bit of coal laying sort of in an open area. I don't have any interest in going into a cave anytime soon, so I was very fortunate to find coal and enough stone that maybe I could actually cobble together a furnace and cook up some food. I found such a lucky spot. Not only did I find coal, but I found iron, which is going to allow me to make much better tools and maybe even some armor that I can put over my body, which at this point I feel pretty vulnerable and exposed if there's wild animals or even something worse in this area. Night is going to be coming soon, and I am more than a little bit concerned about being left out in nature during nightfall. I need to find some shelter, and this cave might be exactly what I need. I just kept on mining for most of the day and just kept finding so much coal and iron. Not a lot of food though. The only food I have on my body right now is a handful of berries, and I know those aren't going to last very long. It wasn't very long though until I started getting a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. I just knew it. My very first night out here of all the damned luck. A blood moon. I need to get back to my little cave and seal off the entrance. If there is anything out here with any ill will towards me or anyone else, it's going to be coming tonight. I had to run back out onto the surface to grab my furnace and the iron that was smelting in it. I didn't want to leave that out there during a blood moon, and that is when everything changed. What are these? Fortunately, I had made myself a rudimentary stone sword because this thing was coming for my brains. I had to take it out and then get back into my hole where I could throw up a hastily constructed wall. I just hope it holds. This is my first great mistake. I started getting worried that the amount of zombies pushing against the cobblestone wall would cave it in when I made a little hole to have them drop into a pit, but the pit wasn't deep enough and the zombies got in. This was my only home. It was my only sanctuary. I had to act quickly. I put together a little wall and I dug down and I took out the zombies by just aiming at their feet. But there were many. There were so many. I broke several swords in just killing zombies this way, but I made it through the night. By the time I got out of my hole, it was already mid-morning. There were a few zombie stragglers to dispatch, and I had a lot of things to do today. I need to deal with my food situation and my armor situation. I can't be running out here in blue jeans and a shirt and expect to survive the zombie apocalypse. I dug a hole deep down in the earth thinking I could find some more precious minerals down here, and also brought all the wood that I had on me to make some ladders so I could crawl back up to my cave base. I figured I'll be able to find better stuff, and I'll be a lot safer from zombies if I'm far away from the surface where they can smell me. I found enough iron that night to outfit myself in iron boots, iron pants, and an iron helmet, which in addition to a gold shirt that I took off a zombie actually gave me a full set of armor, and boy do I feel better about things. Then, man oh man, things changed for me. I found diamonds, and not just diamonds, but I found at least 3, which is enough to make a pickaxe, and that's going to help me harvest a lot more diamonds, I hope. And this was a great night. So after 2 days, I had a full set of armor, a shelter of sorts, a accidental mob grinder, and 3 diamonds. Very nice. The next morning, I cautiously made my way out of my hole and realized it was raining. So, boo. But regardless, I have to eat. The only thing I remembered is that I have a potato that I want to eat, but I can't because I need to plant it. But I know where there's some berries, so I'm going to head up there and try to find them. I had to kill 1 zombie on the way up to get the berries. There aren't a lot up here, but they don't do a lot either. The only thing that I can really think is to bring these bushes somehow back to my base, so I had maybe a whole bunch of them. I tried replanting the berries in the ground, and that doesn't work, so maybe I'll just have to make this journey every time I need a little snack. These things really don't heal a lot and don't fill my belly very much, but at least it's better than zombie flesh. Pigs! I found pigs on the way back! Oh man, I can almost smell the bacon dripping off these cute little buggers. I tried working at night tonight, and yeah, it didn't go well. The zombies, they're just everywhere, and yeah, they're slow, and yeah, they don't hit that hard when they do occasionally get hit in, but they're so relentless. Even if I can kill them all and not get hurt at all, which didn't always happen, I can't get anything done because there's just too many of them. So I am going to head back to my hole and go back and do a little bit of mining. Food is really becoming an issue. I need to do something about that for sure tomorrow. I built a farm today, and man, I am really, really happy about it. So not only did I build a farm, but I've been thinking a lot about how I can work at night. Since I don't have a bed yet, my nights are pretty restless just laying there on my cold stone floor. So I thought, well, if I build a wall around my farm, I should be able to light it up enough. As long as the zombies can't get over the wall, I think it's high enough they won't be able to, for right now at least, then I should be good. There's a little test subject right now. After spending some time seeing these zombie hordes gather and the sheer size of them, the thought of being overrun just seems all too real. I've spent the last 4 days gathering supplies. It's time to work on making sure I'm safe, or at least as safe as I can be. Went across the river and started harvesting trees, and let me just tell you, these dynamic trees, they are pretty awesome, but boy oh boy, I would not mind having some vanilla saplings right now because they take a long time to break, you have to wait for the loot, and you only get like 3 or 4 logs from them, and they take days and days and days to grow. I want to install gates going out each direction of my base, that way if there's a giant zombie horde, oh look, more berries, then I can at least escape my base. Escapability is going to be really clutch, just in case. I wouldn't mind having some underground tunnels that maybe come out in different locations as well. It was time to see the world around me. I ventured out and found some mountains, a swamp, but then it happened. I am not alone. I found a village, and thinking there was only one person other than me left in the world, went to work taking all of his crops. But I wasn't going to leave him there to starve. He, let's call him Bob, was coming home with me to live in luxury in my hole in the ground. We had some close encounters in our boat, and I even put my own life at risk just to save him. Then, as we were forced to double back and follow the water, we passed his village, and I saw it. Bob had a family. I left Bob out and tried to talk to the others, tried to replant some of their food, but the horde was on us. I was forced to flee. I hope I drew the horde away from Bob and his family, but I don't know. I just don't know. I hope Bob's okay. The following morning, I decided that I would massively expand my farming food situation today. You know, we're officially living out here at this point, but I'm going to be by myself for, well, 1 week and counting. It's time to get some crops going. I'm going to need a lot of leather if I want to dive into enchanting, and the only cows I've seen are very, very far away. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that. But then, a miracle happened. I happened to be holding a pillaged potato near one of these random goats, and it seemed interested. When I fed a couple of them, they actually bred Now I'm hoping they drop delicious goat meat and also leather. Yum. Oh boy, here we go again. Blood Moon. Time to take my new clock down to the mines and get to work looking for some more diamonds. Well, we're officially in week 2 now. I can hardly believe I've been out in nature this long. I feel like I'm wasting time. I decided to basically redo all of my farming from yesterday, placing wheat outside my current walls and bringing carrots and potatoes in. Carrots and potatoes are probably going to be my primary food source for a good while, and wheat's going to be mostly for the animals. It felt like if I am surrounded by zombies, this is the way to go. After all that I just mined, I still have no replacement for diamonds for my quickly dying pickaxe, and I don't want to revert back to iron life. Last night while I was mining, I had plenty of time to consider my situation. The thing is, I don't really know where I stand. I need to see a bit around me to know when and where the threats are coming from, so I built a small tower today. Look, this isn't going to be in any competition for the Eiffel Tower or anything, but, you know, at the end of the day, when I looked over the sunset after the rain finally stopped, it was good. I feel good. Day 10. You know, I feel like the 10th day should be notable, but I can't really think about that because I am so tired of sleeping on the cold, hard stone floor of my base. I need to go out today and find some wool. I decided it would be best to connect the little lake near my house to the main ocean on the other side of this small land bridge. It'd be easier to bring animals back to the base or even possibly villager transport, so I dug a small canal and I'll build some retaining walls here later on. Zombies aren't the only scary thing that could kill me in this world. I had a nasty encounter with a mean-ass boar. I barely escaped with my life. Leave it to me to handle zombies without issue, but almost die to a glorified pig. I found a mushroom island and lots of mushrooms, but no sheep. As tasty as some delicious steak would be, I am not sure how to get these mushrooms back to the base because I had to walk over land and up a few mountains to even get there. It might be a tough haul. I spent all of day 11 in the mines. I need a few things. Firstly, diamonds. My pick is dying, and I sure don't want to go back to iron. You know, that's a thing, right? It's so hard to go backwards in life. You start making more money at work and inevitably your bills will rise to match that. Sure, we can afford a new car now. It's often hard to conceive of making less. And if the situation does occur, boy, that's a tough pill to swallow. It could be any situation, really. If you're the first chair trumpet player and you get demoted down to second, it's no fun listening to someone else play the solos and get all that praise. I know, I've been there. But when you're faced with that situation, you have to make a choice. Do you buckle in and double down on practice time, grind time, extra hours of work time? Or do you just resign yourself to using that iron pick for the rest of your life in this cold, dark world? Oh, never mind. I found diamonds. We're all good. Later on, I returned up to the surface, and sure enough, of course, it was dark again. But darn it, I need this wall to be done, so I did something, again, I probably should not have done, and I went ahead and built this at night, only 2 meters taller than the zombies. These dudes can absolutely reach me. I didn't know that at the time, but eventually they did get hidden, and I ran back to my base very quickly. But hey, look, at least I have a partial wall that come daylight I'm going to be able to really work on. When dawn finally broke, I did have a thought. I wonder if this horde is attracted to me, the light, the base, what? So I jumped in a boat and I rowed across this giant lake just outside my base. I rowed and I waited a minute and they turned around and I came right back. I wondered if the horde would sort of just wander away if I was not quite, let's say, within render of them or not. And it worked. By the time I got back, there were just a couple stragglers, but for the most part, the horde had actually dispersed. This made me think of another idea. What if I had an escape tunnel, but walking is much slower than boats? So instead of an escape tunnel, what if I had a bit of an escaped waterway? An escape waterway that led away, where I could go away, lead the horde away, and then quickly come back, and hopefully they would have no idea where I was, and they would just be gone. I spent the entire night building this thing, and I'm hopeful that this will be a great way to get rid of the zombie horde rather than standing there and killing them for an hour every morning. First thing I want to do the following day is test my theory. So I'm going to grab a boat and row away as quick as I can, turn around, come back, and see if the zombies are sure enough gone. I have to wait till a few zombies kind of gather around here and then give it a shot. Yeah, it didn't work. I was very hopeful, and I still am to a point. I'm not as confident as I was before. I think maybe I need to extend the waterway a good bit further. These guys could apparently still see me, so we'll try that another day. Another thing I want to do is I want to breed my goats and get enough bookcases so I can get a level 30 enchant, darn it. Well, the time has come for these goats. I'm sorry, guys, but y'all gotta go. I need your leather in a bad way. I slaughtered them all and took a lot of damage on the way. Actually, these guys can ram right through that fence gate. That's kind of weird. But you know what? In the end, I got enough leather for all of the bookcases I need. The next bottleneck that I have is enough sugarcane, so I'm going to work on planning and expanding that along the coast here of this lake. I did mine all day to replenish all of my wasted, maybe not, maybe so, cobblestone on this waterway, because again, I'm just about out. The silver lining is I found obsidian after I blocked off the water and potential zombies, I hope. It was fairly safe to mine, and I returned with 14 obsidian, which is exactly what I needed. The next day, I was all excited to make my enchanting setup. I had visions of Fortune 3 dancing in my head, and it was about then that I realized that you need 2 diamonds to make an enchanting table, and even though I had the obsidian and I finally have the books, I do not have 2 diamonds to make that. So, oh boy, back to mining for another night. It didn't take long, honestly, and I found 4 more diamonds, which is fantastic. Look, 5 would have been really, really nice, because that would have been enough for my enchanting table, and also another pickaxe, because you can see the durability of my pickaxe. It's getting worrisome, but you know what? Hey, I'm not going to be a beggar nor a chooser. I'm going to be very just happy with my 4 diamonds. So I'm going to head up and I'm going to make my enchanting table today. And with whatever light we have left, I'm going to head across the lake there and harvest as much spruce and oak as we can. Honestly, I'm growing to really despise these dynamic trees. They look awesome. They're great for world building, but they are not great for getting a lot of materials in a decent amount of time. The old greenhouse is really starting to come along. Here I have nice sized rows for wheat, carrots, and potatoes. And it's going to be nice to not be out in sort of the wide open. You know, I had dreams of maybe having rolling fields of wheat in this world. And then I remembered, what the heck are you thinking, Fix, you freaking dolt? There are hordes of zombies that are coming to eat your brains. We don't need rolling fields of wheat here. Let's just put them in a nice building that you can put a roof and you can light everything up and it will be relatively safe. So that's what I have been doing, and I am glad. All right, come on, baby. Give me something good. Fortune 3! Oh, and efficiency 4. Oh, I'm so lucky. Awesome. Let me just stop and just tell you, I am so happy to have an enchanted pick. I hit the jackpot almost, basically. No unbreaking, okay, fine. But I got efficiency 4 and fortune 3 on my first try. Thank goodness. Having fortune 3 on your first try is the most clutch thing you can get, I think. Because now if I find more diamonds, boom, I'm awesome. I did go ahead and use my 2 remaining diamonds that I had to repair my pickaxe enough to hopefully give it a little boost of durability so I can mine enough stuff to get me some more diamonds, but we'll see. We'll see. It's not completely full. Hopefully it's enough. I found a crazy new biome underground. There's colored terracotta everywhere. I wanted to really check it out, but it opened up into a large unlit cave, and yeah, I want no part of that. If I weren't playing in hardcore, I would be all over it, but yeah, maybe not. Diamonds! Oh, baby, diamonds! Everything is looking up now with my new Fortune 3 pickaxe. I now have over 24 diamonds. I'm freaking rich. Oh man, diamond armor may be in my future. Starting working on the skylights for the greenhouse overnight. Wood is actually becoming a real drag. I know I've said this about 10 times in this vlog, but I really miss vanilla trees. I may need to actually address that. I believe that there are some vanilla trees out there somewhere in just random other biomes, but none near me. But it might be worth a trip. They're so awesome, these dynamic trees are. But the reality is I planted 3 spruce trees probably about 5 or 6 days ago, and they're tiny little bushes. If I cut them down now, I'd get like 1 spruce log. I know eventually they'll grow nice and big, and that would be fine, but I have a freaking zombie apocalypse on my hands here. I don't have time for this. I need a 2x2 spruce tree is what I really need, and about 100 of them. I took a journey today to go find a vanilla sapling. I need a ton of wood, and if I could just find a regular spruce tree, I'd be rolling, especially now that I can enchant my diamond axe. I stayed out way too long, and I had a scary journey back home. I made it safely, but let me tell you, there's something so nice and calm about rowing the rivers here. Yeah, I know the eels want to suck my blood, and zombies want to eat my brains, and even goats want to impale my guts with their horns. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not so relaxing, but yeah, just check it out. It's nice. I had spent the early pre-dawn mornings of my 20th day out here in nature, mining again. I really want diamond armor to better protect me. Should I get trapped or run down by another freaking boar? It's raining again, but something weird is happening here today. Are the zombies gathered around my wall moving a bit faster? Look, maybe I was just tired from sleeping on my stone floor yet again, but I swear they're moving a decent bit faster than before. If I'm right, this may be a bad thing. I did some more enchanting today, and I got lucky. I got efficiency 4 on a diamond axe and silk touch on a new diamond pickaxe. Some combining later, and I have 2 efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 pickaxes, one with silk touch and one with fortune, as well as a 3rd pick for just grinding cobble. Look, I am excited to actually gather spruce now. I feel like this is going to be a real game changer for my entire build. It's a new age. Nothing bad can happen now. Diamonds are everywhere. I got 30 more diamonds on this mining trip. Now, I actually wouldn't mind a blood moon right now because I need levels now. So maybe I could get them all in my murder hole and just take out their knees again. Just at dusk, I did something kind of dumb. I have an idea for a good wall going around the entire base, and I want to start building it. The problem is zombies found me as I was about halfway done. My old existing walls were breached. I hurried through and got it built up high enough they couldn't get through, but yeah, it was a very close call. Overnight, in my newly secured base, I did start to work on a real actual storage building. Now that I have enough stone and a steady source of wood on the way, things are looking up. Today was a big day for me. I went around and reinforced the wall up to higher than I believe any zombie or, well, hopefully any other creature could breach, and threw wood slabs on top. Then I felt so good about it, I took down most of the interior walls in my base. I think I'm safe. Well, I suppose we'll test it out. How long ago was I hoping for a blood moon? Because here it is. Let's see if my walls hold up. You know, I had a brilliant idea during this blood moon. Remember that one bucket of lava that I picked up randomly while caving one time? Well, I dug a new 5-wide murder hole for zombies, and when I felt I was ready, I broke a hole under the zombies, and surely enough, they fell in like a bunch of noobs. I probably burned about 1,000 zombies last night. Feels good, man. I spent the entire night and then day and then night again working on my base. It's not my imagination. These zombies are definitely moving faster. They're not close to my speed yet, but it's starting to change, and I surely hope that they don't continue to speed up. The storage building's actually starting to look pretty nice. I think as I was building this and taking the time to really make it look decent, it occurred to me that this is the new world. I don't think there's going to be a coming back from this for humanity. Whatever happened, this is the end times. I may as well not live in a dump. You know, sometimes I think about Bob. I hope he and his family made it through that horde. I need to go check on him soon. Now that I have a house, they might want to come live with me, and I would surely welcome the company. Again, I spent yet another day working on the base. It's so nice to have access to, well, anything that's not cobblestone, to be honest. I would sure love to have another wood type, but you know what? I'm about done with dynamic trees. I had a brilliant idea. Based on the huge success of the 5 small block wide lava trap, I thought, why not go all the way around the base with it? I'll be honest though, I was very nervous about digging this narrow hole with no visibility. It is scary. I got the ditch mostly dug and will need to go hard on lava tomorrow. The nether is even more scary for a freak death than zombie hordes at the moment, so I need to be very, very careful. It's a funny thing. I'm exactly 1 block away from total disaster, and yet I spent a big part of today working at a very relaxed pace on the base. I love bringing all this color in, and, well, there's going to be a blood moon again tonight, so I may have a problem, but it doesn't feel that I will. I think as long as I don't do anything dumb, I have a very secure home here. My ditch is dug only 2 deep all the way around, but there's no lava or anything else. A crap ton of zombies fell in, and, well, I guess they might be there just about forever. I'm going to have to go get to the nether tomorrow and get some lava, and I don't know. Should I just dump it on their heads? It's a crazy world, man. After I get this rolling, I'm absolutely finishing this ditch business. I think it's going to be a great idea, but I'll have to go deeper than I thought before. My little test run with trapdoors, well, the trapdoors are made of wood, and they caught fire from being close to the lava, so not a great start. We'll have to edit the plan just a little bit. After deepening the pit another few blocks, I think I'm ready for some lava, so it's nether time. Well, damn. The nether is filled with unholy undead just like the overworld. This is not ideal, but well, I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. I made a path down to the lava lake and took my newly made 12 buckets and went to work. I think it will be okay, but next time I come to the nether, I need to bring slabs and stairs to make sure I don't have a welcoming party waiting for me as my little arrival area. You know, that first couple seconds that you zone into the nether, you are extremely, extremely vulnerable. And, well, let's just hope that there's not about 20 zombies standing on the other side of the portal. I got a decent amount of lava set up today and actually ran out of cobblestone, so tonight I'm going to be back to the grind underground. But building has been actually a really nice change of pace. The first 25 days of this, I was just trying to breathe. I was just trying to live and get enough food to continue on to the next day. It's been really nice to put a few things together that actually make me feel like living here in my little town, I guess. The zombies aren't really falling in the mob trap, unfortunately. Well, they do after the mob gets so big that they just kind of push their friends in. But I think some trapdoors should do the trick. That's going to be expensive, though, because I'm going to have to either make them out of iron or raise the ground a little bit. I might have an idea, though. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to take some major landscape in the outside. I accidentally spent the entire daylight hours in the mine today. I got a little bit mixed up. By the time I came up, it was nighttime, so I just turned right back around and went back down. I just need a lot of cobblestone. Even after I finish the walls and my current base where it is now, I want to have sort of satellite bases around just in case things get really bad, especially if these zombies continue to mutate and get faster and harder. Yeah, I need a place to go just in case. I finished all the lava surrounding the base in my little zombie pit. I feel like I'm hitting my stride on the base and it's really starting to come together. You know, I realized today that I haven't seen Bob in quite some time. I need to make sure that I go out and see him. Maybe after I get this base completely secured on the outside as well. I had all the plans of working outside today, but a terrible thunderstorm stole my thunder. Well, anyway, with the clouds, apparently zombies are out and ready to play, so I'll be staying home, safe and secure inside my walls. Weird thing happened though. I swear the zombies are moving faster again. I believe it's been exactly 10 days since the last time I thought about that. Could the virus be changing, evolving, mutating? This is bad. Seems like the possible incubation period between mutations may be about 10 days, and they're not faster than me yet, but they're not that much slower. Also, when I was working, I swear a zombie came up behind me completely silently. I have been counting on their groans to sort of keep me aware of where they are. I can't think of much scarier than a quiet zombie. This is bad. This is really bad. What a beautiful day today was. I used the sunlight to dispatch a few zombies, then worked on leveling outside the walls. I want to put some flowing water that will push any zombies outside into lava. I think this will go all into a secondary wall that I will hope to work on maybe in the upcoming days. I'm feeling so much better about my defenses, even with the horde's increased speed. I think I'm kind of safe. So far I've not seen any sign of them breaching the walls. I started working on the exterior wall today. The more I keep thinking about a breach, the more I keep thinking about adding walls with multiple escape paths. It's a tough one though. If I make a path, that means a horde of zombies could potentially follow that path as well as me. Maybe I need some sort of funneling system. At night, when I was caving, I did find a spawner, and before I could engage my body recorder, it exploded into a few zombies, a witch, and a couple cave spiders. After I killed them, I followed that little cave and found the weirdest thing, a sort of a spiderweb dungeon. Nice blocks here, though. Maybe I can build with it. And most importantly, I got 6 string, which equals 2 bows. And that is wonderful. Not enough for a bed, unfortunately, but at least bows. The funneling system is going to be much, much better than my old system. All the zombies will be directed into one of 2 different entrances, then flushed right into lava. It's a win-win because I'll also have a second wall for more defense and a walled-in green section for tree harvesting. Boom! I'm really excited about this change. Additionally, I can reduce my risk of falling in lava and dying a fiery death alongside of my zombie enemies here by covering most of the work that I've done already, but it's going to be worth it because, well, yeah, lava, I get to fall in it exactly one time, and that will be the end of Old Fix. Not a lot to say about today. I worked on landscaping my funnel system all day and night. Fortunately, I have a ton of dirt saved up from base building, so I could actually start filling in some of these holes. It's weird, actually. I want the zombies to get to my inner wall, but only where it's fortified. I don't want them to get trapped underground and become a real nuisance. Yeah, so about that, spoiler alert on this, they do get trapped underground and do become a nuisance. It's a real pain in the butt. It finally happened today. When I started playing with lava, I think I always knew in the back of my brain that it was going to end poorly, and, well, this happened. Oh no, block, put a block down, block, no zombies, no, water, oh, water, oh, crap, man, this fire's never going out. Water. Jeez, holy cow, man! Holy cow! Yeah, I fell in when I was working on my funnel system. I have no idea how I made it out alive. Man, these days are short. I feel like I get about 3 minutes of work in during the daylight before the zombies come out and play. Really wish I had to bed about now. Day 36, it's a blood moon, and this is going to be a great chance to test my funnel. I have a few thoughts after seeing this in action. I'm going to build up the walls and cap them with the slab ASAP, then address the water situation. Well, this took ages, but I believe my zombie funneling system is a wild success. By using signs to stop the water, I can keep water flowing a bit faster right up to the edge of the lava. The problem with using the trapdoors on the edge is they fought and fought not to fall in. Now, occasionally when they would build up, they'd sort of push each other, but I need faster deaths. With the faster water, this should push them right in. Sweet. Awesome. I am grateful for a blood moon again, the second night in a row, because I give this a full test here. I want to see if this would hold up under an extreme stress test, and surely this blood moon is it. Super fun to see all these undead become, well, quite dead. Tomorrow I'm going to work more on a second gate, and this brings me to another idea, actually. I wonder if it's possible to lure these zombies away, at least a portion of them, before they get even up to the funnel. I got the second funnel all set up, and this is perfect. Water on one side and funnels on two of the others. I am just about totally protected. Well, blood moon again tonight. I suppose I should maybe just start calling this just the moon, as it's nearly every night. But honestly, other than noise, it's no biggie. Maybe I should play the lottery, if there were still a lottery. Well, I worked all night on getting the outer walls lit up, and things are going great. Honestly, I am hoping to do some actual building tomorrow, bring in some details, and make this less death by cobble and more of a luxury, where maybe I can ride out the apocalypse in some style. How about that? I did a lot of landscaping outside the main walls today. Okay, I need names for this. It's getting very confusing. Let's call the inside the keep. The middle area is the courtyard. Okay, so I worked all night on landscaping the courtyard. There, that feels better. Through the night, I worked on a main concept for towers that I want to start adding all over the place. As long as they're lit up, they should be plenty safe, and it should give me multiple vantage points, and also another little escape place just in case the main courtyard or keep get overrun. Day 40. This is the day I've been dreading. When night comes and the hordes come out, where do they go during the daytime? Where are they hiding? Are they getting stronger and faster, harder to kill? It didn't take long for me to realize that yes to all of that. These guys are moving fast now. If I go out in nature, I am very, very likely to run into real trouble. If they keep getting faster, there won't be any place I can ever go again. I have a lot to think about tonight as I continue to add more towers to the wall. As of yet, I haven't seen a zombie that can climb a ladder, though. I'm not sure they can't climb a ladder, but for now, it's what I'm basing a large part of my defense on. It's a bit of a discouraging day. I need to get those pigs back in the safety of my walls ASAP. Tower building all day and blood moon night. Yeah, again, another blood moon. Yay. Well, thankfully, my funnel system is awesome, but I think the numbers are growing each blood moon. I need to find a way to distract them and keep at least some of them away. My base is super well lit up, for good reason, but I have a feeling the light are pulling these suckers in like moths to a candle. I can't help the light, but perhaps I could work out some sort of system to pull some to another place, maybe another lava trap? I don't know. If the hordes keep getting bigger, I need to figure out some way to thin them somewhat so they don't end up just completely surrounding the fortress here. I decided that I want to see a little bit better around me, and my puny little starter lookout tower was, let's say a glorified stepladder, basically. So it's time to do some home renovation. I brought the top of the tower up a ton so I could see any huge hordes coming from a long way off, and built the roof using only lower slabs and stairs, which should be safe. Just to be sure, I'll light it up as well. Look, the top looked a little bit silly, I know, a little bit oversized compared to my single log support, so I brought up 4 more logs to give some extra health to the build. I don't think it's going to win any Best in Show awards, but you know what? It's functional and hella high right now. I should be pretty safe. I remember that I had a bunch of clay from my early days in this world, and, I could use some color that's not gray or brown in my life, so, hey, brick roads, here we come. I love how vibrant it makes the inside of my base look, and it wants me to bring in even more nature, actually. Speaking of bringing in more nature, actually, I brought my pigs in, finally, and started breeding them up. I think I'll work out a small little bacon and breakfast section here if I could just find some eggs. Man, eggs and bacon in the morning, that'd be a little taste of civilization, I think. I can't believe this. I thought the mushroom biome was so far away, and with the enhanced mutated speed of the zombies, I had basically written that off forever. I was thinking about how I wanted to add some nature to the base and went out to shear some oak birch leaves, only to find out that the mushroom biome is just barely past these trees. I'm such a tool. I managed to run back to the base and get some wheat, and actually still had enough time left in the day to bring the slowest and dumbest moving animals in the entire world back inside the safety of my walls. Come on. What? No. Oh, no! No, you stupid board. Oh, that's going to kill me. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. We did have a sad moment, though. We were attacked by a damned boar and one mushroom. Well, we'll name her Cleo. She sacrificed herself to buy the other 3 of her family a chance to escape. I managed to kill the boar, but we still mourn Cleo and honor her sacrifice. I spent the day marking little roads and paths for myself within the keep and the courtyard. It feels so much more like an actual planned permanent living situation with the paths, Did you hear what I just said? Permanent. I guess I'm admitting that maybe this is the permanent world now. There's maybe no help coming. Maybe there's no end to this. Maybe this is all there is. Just paused my voiceover while reality kind of washed over me. I'll admit that I am sad to think that this is it. This is all there is, but, then the more I sit here looking at the replay of my body cam footage from that day, the more I take in all that I've managed to build. If I'm starting to think this is indeed permanent, maybe that's not a terrible thing. Maybe I'm starting to truly believe that I can actually make it here. Fend off the never-ending hordes, plant and grow crops, learn animal husbandry on the fly. Perhaps I can actually do this. I spent day 46 feeling rejuvenated. I worked on landscaping outside the walls today, and a blood moon rose. I was killing some zombies trapped in a small cave, and I didn't want to leave them alive, but I stayed out too long. I ran like hell to get back to my base, but it was really close. If the virus mutates again in a few days, I don't know that I would have made it back. Oh boy. I gotta get out of here. This is really bad. This is really, oh man. Oh, where's my door? Holy cow, look how many are out here. What am I doing? Oh, geez, that door has a fence, not a gate. Oh man. I had the brilliant idea of using a note block with redstone. I can't tell if it really works or not really. If they see me, I am more of a draw than it. But if they're attracted to it, maybe, I don't know, I can't tell. I need to place it somewhere far outside of my walls. Well, yeah, that idea was a total failure. I waited until night, and the zombies gave absolutely zero craps about my awesome repeating note block plan. Boo on that. I might try a piston just to dot all my I's and cross all my T's, but I'm not really hopeful. I was really, really tired while building this part, and frankly, I have no idea how it actually looks. I'm mostly just surprised that I didn't fall off the ledge and die like a noob. Seriously, I could barely keep my eyes open. Probably looks okay. It's very spawnable, though, and I'm going to need to work quickly before nighttime. I sure wish I could sleep. It's always been a mystery to me how my above-ground waterway thing doesn't collapse, honestly. It has no supports, and does seem to just be hovering above the ground. But now that I have a decent amount of materials, I addressed that today. I've had an issue, however. There are a few very, very scary beasts out that way, and every time I've gotten close, I've had to run away. They charge so fast and generally hit me very hard. I got to deal with them, though. I now have armor, and I have a decent sword. I think I just got to take a deep breath and, well, go do it. This guy, you're going down. You are going down. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, yes! Woo! Woo! See you later, you wolf sucker. See you later. Oh my goodness, I'm so relieved. It has been 49 days, 7 weeks if my math is right, since I've been basically living in fear of those monsters. I've been more scared of those animals than I was honestly of the zombies in many cases. These boards, they charge so freaking fast. I can barely get my sword out in time. But look, now that I killed one, I just kept taking out more. And when I realized that my armor was actually decent enough that they couldn't do that much damage, I lost some of my fear. Though I took a few more hits than I remember actually during the day today. Anyway, the supports that I built, they are fairly basic, but I think they look really nice. I wish the days were longer, to be honest, though. I was out here just for the short amount of time, putting up a couple of supports and killing a couple of these boars and wolves and stuff. And geez, man, like the day's gone, and all of a sudden it's time to hide in my bunker again. Or underwater, maybe. Okay, well, these dudes are definitely faster than ever. They're not sprinting fast yet. They're more like mall walker fast, but this is way worse than I thought. I worked all day on adding to the walls. You know, I'd like to have clear and clean overwalks to get around my base, just in case there is a horde of zombies inside. But then it happened. I can't explain this, but somehow 3 zombies and then a couple more after that got in. Did I leave a gate open? I don't think so. But how did these couple get in? I am very nervous now. I had another break-in. What? Gotta get serious here. So I decided to add another wall on every inch of my wall, I guess just the top of it at least, so I could spam torches just everywhere. The only thing I can think is they're going over the wall, yet I have to actually see that happen. They haven't broken in through the wall. I guess they got to be going either over or under, but I don't know. I continued to work on the top of the wall tonight, mostly lighting it up and really double checking to make sure there aren't any holes for a monster to creep in. I'm kind of realizing these bigger projects are taking longer and longer. You know, when I first started my base, I could do a few different things in a day. Now that the base is fully established, everything I do takes a day or two. I finally got the ground filled in and spent some time today thinking about Bill. I think I'm going to go try to find him tomorrow. You know, he and his family would find a good home here. Yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to head out. I set sail at first light and rode some more. Seriously, the entire day. But I could not find Bob's village. Did I call him Bill earlier? I think I did. Bob. Bob is his name that I named him. Also, what the heck? Sheep. Finally found sheep. Minus 600, 916. Holy cow. It's been long enough that I just don't remember where he and his family lived. Tomorrow I'll set sail the other way and see if I can track him down, but tonight I somehow made it back to my base by running overland. One plus of living in the zombie apocalypse is my physical endurance is amazingly high. I guess running for your life from the undead can do that to a fella. I failed. For a second consecutive day, I spent every second searching for that village, and for a second consecutive day, I was out way past night, and it was a blood moon. I got back, but it was close. Again. I don't think I dare go out a third night. Maybe if I could somehow signal Bob, so if he's out of his village, maybe he might see a signal or directions or something and come find me. I'll have to think on that a bit. I woke up today still feeling quite bad about Bob, and looking around the place, even though it was better than it was before, it's still just dreary. I wanted to change that today. The plan was twofold. First, reinforce the walls with some spruce logs. I wouldn't want one of these walls caving in if the zombies push up against it. Secondly, when night falls and zombies are back, I'm going to try to hide lighting under some leaves. I think it'll make the place feel so much more homey if there isn't torch spam all over the ground. Well, look, it'll still be torch spam, but at least not super obvious torch spam. And I'll take that as a win. I began work on my outside wheat fields, and I'm hoping to expand my little family here eventually, so I'm going to need more food than my greenhouse can provide. Let's face it, crops take a lot of space, and my original idea from some weeks ago was to plant crops outside the walls, and then I realized how dangerous the zombie hordes really are, and I decided to make a greenhouse instead. Well, that's good for just me, but if I want to have a city of people, hopefully, maybe a survivor city, then I'm going to need a lot of crops. So we're heading out of the walls. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but I'm still very hopeful to find Bob or maybe even other survivors wandering the wilds. Okay, just get in. Come on, follow the carrot. Just get in. Get in your gate. Just follow the carrot. You are so freaking stubborn. Just get in. Get in the gate. You just got to get in. Just get in the gate. Other than trying to move these stupid, stubborn goats, I spent the rest of the day working outside the walls again on the wheat field. It's actually making me think a lot more about my area here. You know, what if I had more locations to work? Like different bases in different areas. Would that enhance the chances of a wandering trader or survivor might find me? Maybe lead them back? And if so, I'm sort of operating under the assumption that any people I find are going to be good and helpful villagers. But who knows if that's true? And I know in Walking Dead, a show I used to watch back before the old zombie apocalypse started here, the biggest danger was actually people, not zombies. And maybe it's something I should be aware of. So maybe I should build some fortifications, not just against the undead, but maybe against my potential neighbors as well. I was thinking about naturing up my base again, so I walked over to the swamp nearby today to harvest just a ton of oak leaves, and I've been thinking about this road idea all night. If I did make a road, I'd want it to be fairly safe, even at night. How would I do that? Well, I'd need a barrier on both sides of the road. Maybe a ditch on the other side of the actual barrier, maybe? I don't know. I think leaves and a ditch on the other side could actually work really well. Just need to make sure that it's at least 2 meters deep so the zombies can't climb out. Then it hit me. While I was harvesting leaves in the swamp, I came across reeds. They're kind of stringy, right? String, wool, bed. Oh, come on, Fix. Are you actually serious? Sure enough, 9 reeds will make 1 wool. I grabbed them and ran back to my base just in time for a blood moon. After 59 days, 59 effing days, I made a bed, and hilariously, incredibly, hysterically, I can't sleep because, and I quote, I don't feel tired enough for sleep. I shit you not. I worked on the path leaving my base today. I have finally come up with a very sound plan for a secondary base that should be safe just in case. Look, the thing is, you only get one life, you know. Best waste resources just in case, then hoard them and die with full chests. I ended day 60 with my first sleep in a very long time. What a feeling to awake refreshed. I am probably going to sleep now most nights. What that means is I'll get a lot less done, like, well, half as much, but I'll be more productive and wasting less time away in the mines or just cutting down trees just to pass the night. I spent time working on the path today. I decided I definitely want a ditch on both sides of the hedgerow, so double down on, hey, you know, wait a second. I just thought of something. I don't think I've ever seen a zombie fight water current. Could I set up a water flowing maybe away from my base to keep them solidly 7 or 8 meters away? How have I not thought of this before? After I finish my path to the ocean, I need to really spend some time thinking about this. Working on this little road is actually so nice. It's like a small taste of the open world that I, well, sadly, don't think I'll ever have again. I worked through the day and most of the night, and really hopeful I'll be able to break ground on my backup base soon. Crap. crap. Oh, this sucks. Do I wait them out? Nope, I gotta go. I gotta run. There are so many behind me, and they don't burn in the daytime. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's how today started. Not great. I knew I had to jump and run. It was risky, though. Look, if I turn an ankle, I'm dead. If I don't make it over their heads on my jump, I'm dead. If I fall and don't get up fast enough, I'm dead. This was my closest brush with death so far, but yet I live. I started my day with mining and found diamonds, then went out in the middle of this random lake near my base and found my spot. Look, I think this is going to be great. In my head, I'm picturing kind of an oil platform in the middle of the ocean, kind of a singular support, maybe with a platform on top. I'm hoping the zombies won't make it this far, but if they do, I will have another surprise for them in mind. More on that later. But I ran out of cobble again, so in the evening of day 64, I returned to the mines and found, well, actually, luckily, more diamonds. It's my lucky day. If the worst thing happens and my base is overrun, I am going to need a quick exit. I think the overhead waterway should work well for that, but there may be a time that I'm out in nature and need to get out of Dodge fast, so I think the path is going to be a good addition as well. So at the end of the path, I started working on a simple little boathouse. My thinking is this way I should be able to calmly collect my gear and get what I need to move to my backup base just in case of total disaster. You know what I'd love? I'd love a bed at my secondary base, so off to collect more cattails I go. Then I realized that these come in 2 meter tall and 1 meter tall variants, thinking maybe if I plant a bunch of the small ones, then they'll grow eventually to be too tall and I can actually harvest these like sugarcane. That'd be nice. Maybe I should look for a full farm idea soon. Also, I decided to get another quick way out of the base on the other side, kind of a backdoor exit. So I had a small boathouse there too. I'm just thinking if I'm over there maybe playing with the animals or whatever, and a horde is between me and my one exit that I currently have, that's not good. I planted a lot of cattails today. I made a decision I may end up regretting, I'm not sure, but instead of build a fortified greenhouse, I planted them right outside in the sun near the river. I'm hopeful that the extra water and sunlight will help get them growing faster, as I could really use a second bed ASAP. I spent a good deal of time this morning just walking around outside my base. I know another mutation is on the way in just a couple days, and frankly, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to walk around out here after that. At the speed they're moving now, it's just a matter of time until a horde can outrun me. The later part of the day, I skipped sleeping again and headed back to the secondary base to work on the escape tunnel. If they can get me up top, I may need another hasty exit. Well, my other base has a roof at least. Not much else, but it's not meant to be home sweet home. If crap hits the fan, this is where I go. The escape tunnel just is about deep enough to ready to be dug, and with the mutation coming tomorrow, yeah, I'm looking forward to spending the entire day underground. Thank you very much. I spent the next few days and nights digging my final escape tunnel. This is my fallback's fallback. If they come this far, I guess I'll just develop a taste for human flesh and go with the horde. I still think a boat is the best way. If I had endless iron and gold, maybe I'd do rails, but I don't think I have enough for any meaningful distance covered to lose the horde. I continued working on the escape hatch today and had just started clearing trees for my road out of here when the unbelievable happened. Yeah, what? 2.5 months out here wishing for a bed, and I find a frickin' spider spawner on day 72. Oh my goodness, I spent what was left of the day starting to clear land for this farm and dealing with an absolutely endless blood moon. The following day, I broke my really good diamond shovel and had to run back to the keep to make a new one and sleep. I did a lot of landscaping on both day 73 and day 74, and we're getting close to actually making this farm, I think. I continued to work on this spider spawner for the next 3 days, and unfortunately I got a blood moon on day 75. You know, I'm noticing that now that I can sleep, how much of an inconvenience and a problem blood moons really are. Since I couldn't sleep for the first 50 or 60 days or whatever, I kind of just got used to staying up all night, and now that I can sleep when you can't, it really stinks, because often I'm just out in nature with a bed, and yeah, that's not so great. Yeah, I'm no technical expert, and getting this water stream to actually work right, I don't care if this is the most efficient spider spawner farm in the history of time ever. I just want to get a little bit of freaking string so I can make some freaking beds. And Eureka, it actually worked for the most part. I know, it doesn't matter. You know, look, I got string. Woo! I returned to my base with almost 2 stacks of string after doing very, very little grind time, and I am so happy. I'm going to run around and put beds in all my different possible sleeping locations. Now that I can sleep, it's hard to even imagine going without it. I went to the swamp today and harvested a lot more leaves just so I can bury more torches within my base. Again, I'm looking at another mutation tomorrow, and I want to be completely prepared. I gotta make sure the zombies aren't going to be spawning inside of my walls. I can handle them outside, I think. But if they spawn inside and catch me not paying attention, they could own me really fast. These guys are hitting really hard, and they're moving really fast now. I didn't even need to go outside the walls today to check the zombies. I knew they were faster. I could actually hear them being faster and more deadly than ever before. My mind just wasn't right today. I can't just sit and cower in fear, so I decided to bring some beauty into my little world. You know, planting just a couple of small flower gardens out in the courtyard really does bring a little tiny bit of peace to me. Well, look, the peace is slightly mutated due to the incessant zombie moaning, but yeah, peace. Mostly peace. I came up with the idea of landmines for the zombies. Okay, obviously I don't exactly have a supply of C4, but maybe I can do it with sudden and surprising drops into lava. I'm not sure the trapdoor trick will work on the undead, but we'll test out next blood moon and see. Anything I can do to thin out a major horde would be good. I'm chopping trees all day. After gathering a ton of wood for an entire day, I was all set to build my maze of fiery death. I put up 2-meter-high spruce logs all around the compound, making obvious paths to lead these idiots into my lava traps. Time to see if it works. Here they come, and are they gonna fall in? Oh, come on, just fall. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, this is perfect. I really think I'm onto something here. An almost random pathing system through these logs has worked so great to funnel them into these lava pits. Today I spent a good deal of time slabbing the top of my little log wall to make sure no zombies can get over top. And then I'm just going to farm a bit and maybe take a relaxing stroll through my colorful flowery courtyard. The days here have started to weigh on me these past few weeks. Maybe it's the isolation, maybe the sense of danger around every turn. Regardless, though, I want to take one last stab at finding my old friend Bob. If this world is just he and I, neither of us should be living alone. And if the horde did get to him, I'd like to at least pay my respects. Then, the unthinkable happened. I was searching across land for Bob's village, and I happened upon another village. At first, I assumed I had come across Bob's village from a different side, but lo and behold, these were new people. Perhaps, if there are even a few villages out there, maybe it's not just two single individuals living out in the wild. Perhaps there are even more. Perhaps humanity will find a way to come back from this. On a totally side note, this village turned out to be really freaking close to my base, and I really wish I had found it earlier. I actually could have boated some of these villagers back in a reasonable amount of time and had a full trading hall set up. That would have been nice. I believe after 88 full days in my compound, I have no torch spam remaining after today. Is that a real goal or something? No, not really. But it's something. Blood moon again tonight means no sleep. My defense is held perfectly. Very few zombies even reached my outer walls. Well, tomorrow is the mutation I have been dreading the most. On day 90, the zombies will be faster than me. My days of simply walking around these hordes are officially over. I went around my base today and took stock in what I had and where I had it, and went over all the defenses in my head as well as escape plans just in case. We'll see how this goes. They have evolved. I don't know how else to say it. Getting faster wasn't enough, I guess. These beasts can now break blocks. Of course, my luck would be day 90. The day the virus mutates again, I get a blood moon tonight. My base was overrun in the first 3 minutes of the horde coming. Essentially, all my defenses are worthless. Everything I've done for the past 90 days is for nothing. I took my emergency exit and boated the secondary base to hide out the night. Ugly. This was the worst day. When I returned to my base, it was still overrun. The theory that they would wander off in the daytime that had protected me so well for the past 90 days seems to no longer work. I am screwed. I spent most of the morning trying to thin the herd and then took a hair-raising run back to break through and get back to my base. They were wrecking everything. I had hoped... Well, I suppose that doesn't even matter anymore. I'm going to find a spot to sleep up on top of my wall and try not to think about the future. I hid on my tower and wall all day. I'm not proud, but there's no way out of this mess. I feel as if the walls are closing in on me. Well, after thinking about this all night, I have come to the conclusion that my primary base is total garbage. I am moving to my secondary backup base and hope that somehow I can last. Food is going to have to be something I'm going to need to consider tomorrow. But for today, I just want to be somewhere that's a little bit more safe. I made a daring run back to the base today. Go. Oh, these dudes are so fast. Go. Come on. Look at this. Oh, this is so terrible. Okay, easy way into my base. Just get some food. Carrots. Okay, potatoes. Oh, I brought too much junk. I have too much junk on me. Why didn't I clear this out? Gotta go. Oh, crap. Gotta go. I made it back to the secondary with a whole bunch of carrots and potatoes. I think there's plenty of meat still in the chests, but look, there were so many zombies around me, I didn't care to take time to search. I can feed myself for some time with this. Alright, look, if I am going to live here in the secondary base, I need to massively ramp up defenses with all of my hard-earned new information and knowledge on how to defend against the zombie horde. Firstly, I need to pull back any land where zombies can have a faster path to me. They are very, very fast on land, but seem to be fairly slow in the water, so I can use that to my advantage. Secondly, I think we can force water to flow out and away from my base, well, my base's base, I guess, so that the zombies will be forced backward before getting in to break blocks out from and under me. After digging out the temporary dirt platform I placed under the flowing water, it totally worked. I now have about a 7-meter flow pushing away from my base. In your face, zombie jerks. Look, on a side note, this is a win I pretty desperately needed. I was starting to get pretty dark on my future in this world, and this little simple thing, I think might actually work to keep me somewhat safe. I would really like to plant some food around here, but I'm not really sure how to handle it. On one hand, maybe away from the base might be a good idea. Zombies haven't shown much interest in my crops before, but on the other hand, the exact same thing could happen here as my last base, where it's totally overrun with zombies, and I really don't have a way to get in. I'm going to go chop some wood today and prepare for the final run. I got my new little farm set up today, and I feel pretty good about it. Look, it's not my old greenhouse to be sure, but I think I could maybe swoop in here, harvest some carrots or potatoes quickly, and get back to my base before any zombies get to me. Blood moon tonight, and, well, nothing. Literally nothing. I knew the zombies avoided water generally, but I didn't expect absolutely no zombies to attack my base at all. I guess removing these islands actually worked. Things are looking up. Tomorrow is going to be day 100 spent inside this zombie apocalypse, and I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather spend it than back inside my primary base, up on the main tower, and looking out over this world. The trip in was difficult. Okay, I just got to get in. I want to go and get as much meat as I can while the zombies are kind of behind me. But boy, oh boy, they are everywhere. I can just hear them wandering around. And if they find me in this place, I am in big trouble. Just got to grab whatever is valuable. Leave the redstone. It's all crap. Where's my food? There it is. I'll get all the meat. Oh man, I don't know when I'm gonna have an animal farm next. Yeah. I gotta go. I don't have time for this. I gotta go. Get out of here, Fix. Get out of here. I may have gotten a little bit greedy. I spent a little bit too much time in my storage room and didn't really consider that getting up into my tower was going to be a real problem. Even switching blocks on my hotbar with the speed these zombies move, even that was hard. So I'm scaffolding on lapis, but I messed up. I got too close, and these guys are, they can hit me. They can hit me. I could not get up. They knocked me off, and I had to run for my life. Despite that amazingly, horrifically close call, I did make it back to my tower. As far as I know, I'm safe up here. But, oh boy. Well, I'm just gonna wait for the sun to go down. Yep, that is it for me. That's it for me. The Horde has learned how to build. Not only break all the walls and barriers I put up, but then actually use those blocks to build up and eat my brains. After 100 days, I say goodbye to my base forever. I rushed off in a panic to my secondary base, and I just hoped that my meager defenses would hold. I think I somehow lost the Horde, They're not tracking me here, apparently, and I appear to be safe. Well, one last night looking out over the ocean and thinking about my 100 days during a zombie apocalypse. My final thoughts. First, I'd just like to say thank you for coming along during my journey every step of the way with me. I honestly never thought I would live through 100 days, let alone build a flourishing base or two, and never saw the sheer excitement and the weight of the days pile up. The longer I lived, the more I built, the more days I logged. The magnitude of living my one life for 100 days grew on me to be such a mixture of joy and fear that honestly I can't wait to do it again. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for a ton of Let's Play content coming from my long-lasting, epic medieval single-player world. But for me, I think I'm going to log out and take a deep breath. There are many exciting journeys ahead, but this one, thankfully, successfully, is ready to be put to bed. I'll see you all next time.